Senator Marco Rubio of Florida. Senator Rubio, welcome back to Meet the Press, sir.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
You got it. Okay, sorry about that. Let me start with how you feel about this win, this second place finish last night. You had every major endorsement that you could have had, and yet you still finished a distant second in South Carolina. How do you look at this as a positive and not a negative?
Because 65% of the people voted yesterday, and about 70% of Republicans around the country have said we want someone other than Donald Trump to be our nominee. And the problem is that vote was still divided even last night among 5 other people or 4 other people. I think now the race is narrowing even more, and as it narrows and continues to narrow, we're going to continue to gain. So it was a very unusual year. You usually don't have 5 campaigns operating full-time in a state this late into the process, 3 states in. But I feel great that now that the choices have become less and less, more and more that new voter, or alternative to Donald Trump vote, is going to coalesce around us, and obviously we have to go out and do the work of making that happen, but we feel good about that.
But you know, the issue that it seems like I think all Republicans have had going up against Donald Trump is whether it's been Jeb Bush, Ted Cruz, you've done it a little bit as well. You say he's not a real Republican in this issue, he's not a real Republican in this issue. I'm sure you just heard my interview with him. He doesn't have a lot of traditional Republican stances on issues, and yet he's still winning. How do you ever win over his voters?
Yeah. Well, a couple things happen. Number one is he'll say something over the top, and then you guys in the press will decide, let's not cover anything, let's just focus on the outrageous statement. So he's been very good at dominating that, and in an 11-person or 15-person field, it crowded a lot of people out. That's going to become harder to do. The second point that I would make is, look, people are really angry at Washington, and they have a right to be. It's why I ran in 2010, by the way. And it's because I didn't want my next U.S. senator to be someone who was going to go up there and do the same stuff people have been doing. But I guess our argument is it's okay to be angry and upset at Washington, but anger alone is not going to be enough. You deserve a nominee who tells you exactly, here's what we're going to do, and outlines that. So you know what you're getting. So there's some level of accountability here. So my campaign is about this. We are very realistic about our challenges right now in this country. But we're also optimistic about the future, but only if we do a few things, and I'm going to tell you exactly what those things are. And that's a big difference in this campaign between Mr. Trump's campaign and mine. And I think that's going to begin to matter a lot more now because there are less people in the race and more time to pay attention to some of that.
Look, throughout the week, it was clear a lot of campaigns thought you had momentum. A lot of campaigns were going after you. Here is one attack ad that Cruz put up on immigration. I want to play a snippet of you and get a snippet of it and get a reaction from you on the other side.
We know we have to deal with the 11 million people that are here illegally.
We have to deal with the 11 million individuals who are here illegal.
The bill that Senator Rubio put forward, I think, is a great place to start.
They still have to qualify for it, meaning
Passing a background check,
pass a background check,
paying a penalty,
pay a fine,
paying taxes.
start paying taxes.
It won't be a quick process,
That is a long path,
but it will be a fair process.
but I do think it's fair.
So, Senator, I know you couldn't see the ad as we played it. I'm sure you've heard it, and I'm sure you've seen a reference to it. What part of that ad is not true?
It doesn't matter. The point, first of all, people didn't care about it. This is now an attack that's been going on in state after state, and people have processed it, and they understand this is a serious issue that needs to be solved. Number two, I could put the exact same ad on about Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz said he wanted to find a compromise. Ted Cruz said he wanted to bring 11 million people out of the shadows. Ted Cruz said that he wanted immigration reform to pass. Here's the bottom line. I tried to solve a very difficult issue, and we tried to produce the best and most conservative bill possible in a Senate controlled by Harry Reid at the time, and then send it over to the House and have them, conservatives, make it even better. It didn't work out because the House never took it up. And so now it's very clear that the only way forward is going to be to do it in pieces, beginning by securing our border. And that's what we'll do. When I'm president, the Senate bill's not going to be what we're operating off of. It's going to begin by focusing on securing our border first and foremost. And until you do that, you're not going to be able to do anything else.
All right, I got to talk process. You woke up in Tennessee this morning. That tells me that's a little bit of a tell. That's a state, obviously, you think you can win on Super Tuesday. Where else do you win on Super Tuesday? Because now it's about winning. You haven't won yet. You got to win somewhere.
It is. Well, I think, first of all, as we understand, all of these states award delegates differently, so we have a different strategy for each of these states depending on how they award delegates. When we get into the winner-take-all states in the middle of March, Ohio, Florida, big chunks of delegates, that's where you really need to begin to win states, and I feel very good where we're going to be by then. So obviously, I'm not going to reveal to you today our campaign playbook, but I'm going to tell you that we're going to be in a lot of different places today. I'm in Tennessee, I'm in Arkansas, I'll be in Nevada. We're going to contest and work very hard for those caucuses on Tuesday, and then we're going to keep moving forward in a bunch of other places. We have a national campaign, and I feel great about it, especially after last night.
All right, Senator Marco Rubio, I'm going to leave it there. Stay safe on the trail. It's going to be a big, quick race
Yes, sir.
over the next 23 days. Thank you.